Hello, my name is Asad Yusuf. I'm a PhD candidate with the George Institute for Global Health, and today I'll be presenting on my research, which is investigating the use of better-for-you claims on alcoholic beverages. Before I begin, I'd just like to thank the investigator team, in particular my primary and secondary supervisors, Simone Pettigrew and Ali Jones. The background to this research is that over the last decade, drinking rates on a per capita basis have been in decline in many high-income nations, particularly amongst younger drinkers. Now, whilst there are many reasons for this, a primary driver appears to be an increasing degree of health consciousness. People are becoming more aware of what they are putting in their bodies, and they're also becoming increasingly aware of the health risks associated with alcohol consumption, including its causal link to 7 different types of cancer. Now, whilst from a public health perspective, this is fantastic, for the alcohol industry, this is not so great. And in an attempt to reverse these trends, they have begun developing and marketing products as healthy options. And a key way that they get this message across to consumers is via the use of on-pack better-for-you claims. Now, claims are an issue because they highlight singular product attributes. As you can see with the product that I have on screen now, is trying to draw your attention to the fact that 1, it's low in carbohydrate content, and 2, it's low in energy content. And this is drawing your attention away from the main ingredient of concern, which is written in tiny writing down the bottom, the alcohol content. Now, this is known as creating a health halo. And from a public health perspective, this is really concerning because what many consumers in Australia and internationally still do not fully understand is that alcohol, like tobacco, is a carcinogen. Therefore, any form of marketing that seeks to portray alcohol as healthy or a particular product as a healthier option is highly misleading for consumers. To understand how claims are being used in the market, we analysed a large representative sample of products from the Australian market. We then developed a topology of the types of claims that are being used in the market, and then assessed the prevalence of claims using this typology. To begin at the top, we defined a better-for-you claim as any on-pack text that a consumer could look at and then reasonably infer that this product might be healthy or a healthier option. And we split this into 2 major categories. The first being explicit claims, where the product made a direct textual reference to the ingredients or nutritional qualities of those products. And then on the other side, we had implied claims that didn't directly reference nutritional quality, but referred to other product aspects or attributes that could lead a consumer to infer that that product is healthier for you. To give you some examples, on the left-hand side of your screen, there are 2 products that are really good examples of explicit claims. As you can see, they're trying to emphasize that they're low in carbohydrate content, they're low in sugar content, and they're low in calorie content. If we move across to the 3 products on the right-hand side of your screen, these are great examples of implied claims with the use of fruit ingredients, natural flavors, and in the middle on the gin, the use of botanical ingredients. And this type of marketing gives these products a natural, clean feel that can signal to a consumer that these products would potentially be better for you. Before I discuss the results, I want to frame this issue within the global context. And this is important because the use of claims differs by country. So as you can see on the left-hand side of this table, health claims are banned in all countries listed. An example of a health claim would be if you went into a store and bought a packet of vitamin D, it might say the vitamin D is good for your bones. The difference comes in the use of sugar and carbohydrate contents, which are allowed in Australia, the US, and Canada, but not the EU or the UK. Energy claims are allowed. Absence claims are also allowed in all nations, and this is what we defined as references to the lack of negative ingredients, for example, no additives or preservatives. And currently, implied claims are allowed and not regulated in any nation. So why does the EU and UK ban nutrient content claims? Well, they believe them to be misleading for consumers. They state that alcohol should not be promoted on the basis of its nutritional properties. And this is an important point to note and one that I will come back to in discussing how we should regulate claims going forward. So in Australia's relatively unregulated environment, these are the results that we found. First of all, 1 in 3 products displayed some form of better for you claim, and this prevalence was higher amongst premix and cider products. Concerningly, 20% of premix displayed 4 or more better for you claims, and this is concerning because both premix and cider are more popular among younger drinkers who appear to be more health conscious. So whilst this is not causal evidence, it does imply that the alcohol industry is targeting these better for you claims at those younger, more health conscious consumers. If we look a bit deeper into the prevalence of claims in our sample, I'd like to draw your attention to 2 results. The first being that while nutrition content claims were only present on 5% of products in the total sample, they were present on 1/3 of premix products and 1/4 of cider products. The second is that fruit and botanical references were the most common type of claim in our sample. And as with nutrition content claims, fruit and botanical references were significantly more prevalent on premix and cider products. And as I mentioned in the previous slide, this is concerning because these product categories are more popular amongst younger, more health conscious drinkers. So what are some of the policy implications of this research? Firstly, current labelling laws in Australia, Canada, and the US do not adequately protect consumers. Fruit claims, nutrition content claims are very prevalent on products, particularly those product segments that are popular amongst younger drinkers. Companies are taking advantage of consumers' desire to be health conscious, and they're also taking advantage of consumer familiarity with explicit claims used in the food space to promote products as healthier, such as low sugar and low carbohydrate content. Whilst the EU and the UK are doing a much better job, implied claims can still mislead consumers. As you can see with the product that I have on screen now, the promotion of it with the use of fruit flavors, gluten-free, and references to natural fermentation allow companies to circumnavigate the current regulation around explicit claims and continue to promote some types of alcoholic products as healthier than others. As a result, future global policy action should work on not just restricting explicit claims in countries that do not currently regulate them, but also restrict the misleading portrayal of alcohol as healthy through avenues that are currently not regulated anywhere in the world. Thank you.